getting the story started tonight, we're going to go ahead and let you guys know that Jazz is exploring underneath the store, trying to figure out where the tunnels all connect. So that's why she's not here tonight.
Cool.
She's exploring the labyrinth.
Well, she goes on and on about how, like, the reason this building is so important, and she wants to see how far it goes and why, like, where it all leads to. We'll just go ahead and say that Sydney is busy doing inventory in his store, which is why he's not here yet.
Shark Day! Oh, God!
So, where do you guys find yourselves? Because you guys don't have the building yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I woke up in my penthouse. Get the night started. Check out any emails. Check out any emails from my VP. See if he sent anything of importance.
The biggest thing is there's an attempted merge. Mm-hmm. Not merge, but there's an attempted partnership with that Hotar group. He said that he thinks that the deal he thinks that the meeting that he had went well.
It's like, can you give me the details of what you guys talked about?
I have no idea. I don't remember anything. I don't remember drinking, but I don't remember anything.
Well, what's the name of this place?
He'll send you what he has on them. They're apparently a very big entertainment firm. They own lots of they own lots of like clubs and stuff in the area.
Check out my schedule. Free anything that's for the end of the night and before ending session. I would like to have a talk with them.
Okay. You're gonna try to have a talk with your manager or with the contact from Hotar?
The contact.
Okay. He will send out trying to get them to get a hold of you. Cool.
Other than that, see if they have any, like, I'm assuming we have like a construction crew already working on the place.
You guys don't own the place yet.
Okay. Oh, but the roast
in weeks. Nobody sent me in weeks.
Okay.
So therefore, no action was taken.
Okay.
Rose is happy to help.
Note to self: send an email to Rose that I will fund the construction. If she takes care of hiring the people.
You got to get the building first.
Mm-hmm.
You can't bring in a construction company without actually owning the building.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to actually have to.
Didn't she just handed us the building when we completed the?
You guys legit broke into that place twice. The second time, there was no stealth involved. They literally just broke it. She went in there and said that the building was a good idea.
Okay.
That's about as far as that went.
I guess I'll send a text to Rose saying like how we doing on this building. Like when can we buy it?
Probably a good 15 minutes or so are going to pass before you get a text that says you might want to look into that. I'm not here to wipe your ass.
Who do I talk to?
Who owns the building?
Who owns the damn building? I'm checking. It's like, who owns the damn building? Whose ass will have to dominate to give me the damn building?
I love how that's
what he said.
To myself. Mm-hmm. Whose ass do I need to break?
You need to let us know, because if you text anything like that, I'm going to get you.
Yeah, I type to myself, whose ass do I need to dominate to fucking get this building?
You say, who do I need to dominate?
To myself.
Okay.
I'm talking to myself. It's like, whose ass do I need to fucking dominate to get
Okay,
this
well, you're
building?
acting like you're texting while you're saying that, which
I'm
makes
not
me
writing.
think that you're texting.
I'm not tapping. I am reading.
So the Portland Chinatown Museum, also known as the PCM, is owned by the Portland Chinatown History Foundation. Yep.
We had.
Which is a group of Chinese American elders with deep roots in Portland's Chinatown. So, you know, that building right across the street from the museum.
Until what time they're open?
We're going to go ahead and say they close for business around 5 p.m. That seems pretty normal. Doesn't mean nobody's there, just means nobody's answering phones.
The true bane of the vampire is work-life balance.
Bureaucracy. That's what ghouls are for.
Yeah.
I shoot a text to Firmin here saying, would you like to help me with the meeting?
It'll be a couple of minutes, and you'll get a text back that says, "Are you going to come help me wax my car then? Go do the Ventru thing. You have this."
You are the bureaucrat of the group.
That's what I pay people to do. Fine, I guess I'll go. I'll make it rain so that make it happen.
Well, it's dry over here.
Let's do good by the Venture name.
I go in. I go towards the. Ask for the car to get driven there.
You asked the car to drive you there.
Oh, you have a Tesla.
I didn't know fucking driving shit. I get driven there.
So, you get there, and it's a 5-story building. Mm-hmm. It has Chinese influence in the architecture, but this is obviously a building that was thrown together. It looks almost like a hybrid between Chinese architecture and like a classic Greystone building in the U.S. There's the Chinese lettering, almost just decoratively placed, at least for you, looks just decoratively placed around the edges. And above the front door is a plaque that says, Portland Chinatown History Foundation's mission is to honor, preserve, and interpret the history and rich cultural heritage of Portland's historical Chinatowns.
Can I walk in?
Okay, well, it is locked.
Is there like a buzzer or...
There's
a knocking thing? I forgot how they call it.
Knocker?
Knocker?
There's not a knocker. There is a doorbell or a buzzer. It's just a plain white plastic button on a stainless steel backer plate that just has like a speaker built into it. Press that button. And the person who starts talking almost sounds like a machine recording at first. But you will notice some inflections in the voice that, oh, okay, this is not a recording, this is somebody who's live. Where they just say, thank you for your interest in Portland, in the Portland Historic Chinatowns. Our hours of operation are 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's all it says.
I would like to meet with the owner, please. It is business.
You have a couple seconds, and then it is a woman who's on the other end. This is a non-profit.
Sorry, you lost me there for a second. This day.
Then true allergy. I heard non-profits.
Did you just take your
sorry.
severity and aggravated damage?
I blanked out. I'm sorry. I completely did not hear what you said after you said non-profit. What is that?
Don't have him explain it. You'll have to make a rot check test.
I would like. I'm looking to make a sizable donation to the Chinese district. But like I said, I like to talk to the owner first.
Can you come back tomorrow after 11 a.m.?
My schedule, unfortunately, only allows me this time of night.
The woman is gone. There is an older man's voice coming over the speaker now. What is this about?
Who am I speaking to?
I am one of the elders of the community.
Ah, very well. Just one of the people that I would like to talk to. My name is Thomas Castell, owner of Castell Industries, and I'm here to attempt to do a sizable donation to the betterment of this district, especially the building across the use.
The museum.
Yes.
There's going to be a buzz, and the door is going to unlock.
Tell my bodyguard wait here, and I will go in alone. He's the driver.
When you walk in, it's dark. Most of the lights are off. There's a few dim ambient lightings, just to pretty much just make sure people aren't going to trip on anything that's in here. When you first walk in, it's kind of just this dirty, neglected linoleum floor hallway. There's a few doors. When you first walk in, it's kind of like it's not really a room, it's more just like a foyer. And when for either side, it's just this hall that leads to various rooms going through. You will hear the same man's voice nod over a speaker, this time coming from your right, pretty far down the hall. And he just says, "You can join us in here."
Start walking towards the voice.
Okay. There's that unsettling click of your shoes as you're walking down the hall, the echoing almost feels like that whole "I'm heading to the principal's office" feel. But there's also a disturbing
musk
stick to your shoes as you're walking. Like the linoleum's been cleaned with enough dirty bucket water to just as you're walking.
I didn't know this was set at an AMC.
Strangely enough, that's the carpet that's that sticky. This is tile.
Man.
I literally, like, for a second, I stopped to make sure that's actually what's going on and keep walking.
You can afford new shoes, Ventura.
What a waste of shoes.
When you get into the room, or when you get to the room that you were just called into, it's a drastic change. It's a reddish brown wood lining on the walls, and a variety of not only photos of individuals like in the process of bureaucratic photo shoots throughout the area. You also have photos of the buildings that are in Chinatown when they were first being built. You have some that are probably some of the oldest photos in existence because cameras aren't that old. And then also there is a nice collection of various in glass cages, like in glass boxes, ancient weapons on shelves, just as decorative. There's a lot of pictures when you walk in of people wearing like the classic rice paddy hats, working on the railroads in Portland. The first laundromat, or not really a laundromat, but like where people would just drop their clothes off washer for the area. Restaurants being opened. And two people, both behind very large desk that off to one side has almost like a miniature replica of the lions that are outside as you enter Chinatown on the desk as like a book holder, like two little lions.
That's dope.
But they look exactly like the ones that are outside, but in better condition. There's no spray paint. There's not pieces chipped off of them or anything like that. This
has
room
not
is
been
actually
exposed to anarchs.
well, it has not been exposed to just the neglect of this city. This room seems to have not been exposed to the neglect of this building. Lighting is still rather dim. Like I said, there's two individuals here. There's a younger woman, Chinese American, who's not dressed in a suit, but she is dressed in office attire. And then there's an older man who is
Dressed like a Chinese.
wearing a suit, and he's much older. Stands up, walks over, shakes your hand, and slightly bows, and introduces himself as Fang Wang.
Fang Wen?
Fang Wang.
Okay.
And you are Miss Thomas what?
Castell.
You're an up-and-comer in the alcohol business, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
This is Susan. He introduces you to her. She does the same. She takes your hand. Can we get you anything to drink?
Not at the moment. Thank you very much.
So why is it that you are interested in donating money here?
Well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Chinese heritage, and I am been quite visiting the place from time to time, especially the gardens. Quite a peaceful place, but looking detrimental. Could use a good uplifting, and that's what I want to do. I want to uplift this place.
Do you? What exactly do you want to do? You're just wanting to give us money.
Money talks. Money is the gold of the present, my good sir.
There is a lot in this city that I'm not 100% sure that money can handle.
I'm all ears.
We have a tremendous homeless problem. Drugs.
Homeless can be worked on slowly. We can offer them jobs, helping around, uplifting the place. Drugs, that's a whole different story. I don't like drugs.
We don't like drugs.
Do you know, just out of curiosity, which individuals or which group, which gang it's spreading these drugs around this place?
Meth labs pop up all over Portland. They go to where the police don't tend to care about the population. Chinatown seems to be one of those neglected areas.
And what has, part of my curiosity, what has Chinatown done about this?
What have we done about this?
Mm-hmm.
What can we do about this?
Try to catch him, kick him out. Use force if necessary.
Susan laughs, just just out loud at you, and she's like, you expect a bunch of just residents of the area to jump up and just start attacking drug dealers. I don't know what kind of movie you think this is.
It's called real life.
Yeah, we can't just bust into places and attack. First off, those places are ready to explode at any point in time. Real life explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody could get hurt or killed. Not to mention the people who are running them just attacking us.
Once again, do you know who these people are?
You shut down one, 2 more pop up.
But if you make an example of the first one.
The older gentleman looks towards Susan and just says, why don't you go get my medication ready, please? She just looks at you for a long time with this, like, you're fucking insane look on her face, and then just kind of walks over to him, kisses him on the head, and walks out of the room. You have to excuse Susan. She's passionate about this area. And what you're suggesting is not really possible. I respect and am thankful that someone else has the thoughts to do that sort of thing, but it's not the way things are run.
So what would be the best option for you, think?
I'm not exactly sure how exactly we could handle that. The police don't seem to care. Not in this area, anyway.
I can talk to the police. I have a few connections.
Do you? Well, if you can get the police to actually start enforcing law in this area, we might be able to make a deal.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
He will get up, shake his hand,
You'll
start
stand,
walking out.
shake your hand, slight bow.
I will send a text to my sire saying I would like to meet with Mason.
While you're in the room?
When I get out and I start getting the car.
As you are leaving, the door shuts and you get your phone out and start texting. You hear a voice behind you from around the corner of the building. What do you want with the old man?
I start, look over my shoulder.
Turn around, it's maybe late 20s, early 30s. Chinese guy.
And you might be
Lane, what do you want with the old man?
just talking business, that's all.
What kind of business?
I would like to uplift this place.
You want to what?
Fix this place.
You want to uplift this place?
For the love of God.
Sorry if we don't instantly start rejoicing when a white guy comes in here and starts talking about how they want to...
Ooh, white guy with money, I'm so scary.
Most of the time, yeah.
So, what's the old man to you, if I may ask?
Family.
Family is good.
He's wearing blue jeans, t-shirt, brown leather, like a bomber jacket style leather jacket.
I have no ill will towards them at all. Like I said, I just want to fix this place.
He's gonna walk out a little bit closer to you. He's actually gonna start circling you.
I don't feel bothered by it.
Smelling the air.
I have nothing to hide.
So, what does a kindred want to do with this place?
And why is a kindred asking?
See, I have stake here.
Steak? You have to talk proper English, I'm sorry.
I'm going to go ahead and roll for a friendship. That wasn't very nice. You know, if you want anything from over here, pissing me off is not the best way to start.
Not trying to.
So it's just your natural charm?
So, you pretty much run this place, I'm guessing?
No. I let them run this place.
Okay.
So again, what exactly are you trying to do?
I pointed that building right there. At the
museum?
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
The Camarilla wants exclusive use of that building.
The Camarilla wants exclusive use of the Chinese History Museum.
Yeah.
All right. So were you... you were sent to, what? Buy it out? Threaten him? What?
I don't need to threaten. I don't need to... I just want to, like I said, I want to make this place respectable. Since I kind of live around this area now, too.
All right. Well... What'd they tell you? What'd they tell you?
The old man?
Yeah.
This place is run by run down by meth labs everywhere. Drugs, crime, homeless. I suggested homeless can be fixed. We can give them employment fixing up the place. Meth labs, he suggested to get the police involved. I said, I see what I can do. But in my best opinion, I'd rather rat them out.
I don't think you or the cops are going to get rid of the labs. They're just going to move.
If it's out of this place, that's anybody else's business.
Honorable. Starting narrowing you down. Ventura?
Mm-hmm.
Smells like it.
Thank you.
That's not...
Not a
I'll take it as a compliment.
Tell you what. The old man in there? There's something that might work a little bit better getting on his good side.
I'm listening.
His grandson Johnny has fallen victim, you might say.
To the claws of meth, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
That boy needs a scolding of first class.
Yeah, because addiction's that easy to kick.
Oh, it is not. I guarantee you.
If you can set things right with Johnny, Faye might be able to work well with you.
Is he kindred as well, I'm guessing? Or human?
The old man?
Johnny.
How many kindred do you know that are addicted to meth?
I've heard of one. Crazy one.
No. He's human.
Okay.
See what you can do.
Where may I find him? If you know the place.
I have no idea what flop house he's at right now.
Does he have any other family?
None
or
that want to
friends?
see him.
Do you know any friends that might know where he is?
Doesn't really have friends anymore either.
Oh boy.
He's a little further down the rabbit hole than that.
I guess we gotta pull him back out.
If you can do that, pretty sure old man will let you buy the building out from under him. Things falling apart anyway.
Okay. What's his last name?
Why?
Alrighty, I'll see what I can do.
Unless you're gonna try to do anything about it, he pretty much just vanishes right in front of you.
Get in the car. Say, tell my driver to drive close to the police station. And I send another text. It's like, I'm kind of in a hurry. I would like to talk to Mason. If you can set up a meeting for the next hour.
How are you trying to get a hold of Mason?
Texting my sire.
Oh, okay.
I don't have Mason's information, unfortunately.
Okay.
I know the guy. I don't know the guy. I'm just asking.
Your sire's pretty new to the city. I don't think he has Mason's information, so he might be like, "Who the fuck is Mason?"
If he doesn't answer, I'll text Rose. I would like to get a hold of Mason.
Okay. You're waxing your car?
Got to make sure this thing stays good and try and keep its maintenance up. Also, sometimes you meet people at car washes.
Okay, so you're like at a legit car wash doing this?
Oh, yeah.
You're not doing it at home?
Nope.
You're just keeping to yourself washing your car?
Oh, hell no. If anybody comes anywhere remotely near me, I'm going to engage them socially.
So you're just trying to be a car guy?
Yeah.
Give me a charisma plus drive.
Sure, that I can work with. 1 success plus whatever looks count for.
You might start up some meaningless conversation.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about.
Your sire is going to request your accompaniment on a mission that she has to do.
I figured we could work it as like, see if I was a normal Tremere, I got to go back to Vienna for more asshole lessons.
Well, Vienna blew up, so
Yeah, but-
even the normal Tremere don't get that anymore.
I have to go to Gary, Indiana.
But yeah, I figured. Well, my sire did offer to teach me Lore of Flames.
Yes.
So I figured that.
Yeah. The rituals that you want.
Yeah.
To learn rituals, it's going to be 1 week's worth, or 1 in-week action per level of ritual that you want to get.
And that's a few weeks out of game, so that gives me plenty of time to study. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a 1, a 3, and a 5 for Lure of Flames also, so you still have to figure out what 2 and 4 you want also.
Probably looking at. I'll have to look at like what ward stuff, because once we get into a communal haven, first thing I want to do is set up wards.
Yeah. Are you putting any effort towards the communal haven?
I don't know what all they're doing other than. I don't know if we've got a building yet, or
Well, he's
or-
washing his car.
He's washing the car.
So I don't.
Trying to get some
still
human
am under
interaction.
the opinion that we probably shouldn't set up a communal haven in Chinatown.
Playing his
Because
food.
the idea of going
I mean,
in there as
Feel free to
outsiders,
stop me anytime
We're gonna
you
stick
take your
out.
hold to wash my car.
and I don't like the idea of us standing out in a crowd like that.
You're going to have to convince your coterie of that, and if you're leaving for a while, you might want to do that tonight.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what we get, that's what we get. But, I mean, right now I figured with the rioting going on, that had been going on, there's probably plenty of buildings that people have, like, said, nope, we're going to move out.
There's been a lot of rebuilding efforts. That's for sure. Portland is fiercely loyal to keeping itself workable. There might be parts of it that are falling apart, but that's economic issues more than anything. It doesn't stop the population of Portland from actually pulling together and trying to do what it can do.
I'm going to probably during the week I will have checked online sources for other possible communal havens that are actually listed for sale.
Okay.
Just whatever is listed for general public access. You can check out just about any realtor's website, and they'll have listed, and a lot of city records sometimes will list whether or not a particular property is going up for auction, or because that's another way of getting a larger property without necessarily having to spend a lot either. And if a lot of people just kind of abandon their property, I'm sure the city doesn't want to be held financially responsible for it either.
Okay.
I mean, that the museum isn't. I still don't think it would be necessarily bad for an Elysium building, but
Communal Haven is a whole different.
yeah, I rolled for hunger, and I'm hungry. I'm going to head over to the Penny Diners.
So there's this very
It just
nice.
takes a long time.
There's this very nice 3-story, rather wide building that is the Penny Diners Club. It's a lot bigger than the location it used to be in. Mm-hmm. There's no outside windows or anything like that. When you walk in, you are in a ridiculously well-made, fine dining establishment. And the first person who notices you there is John, who is very finely dressed and will
Already got.
walk up to you and said, "It's very good to see you. How can I help you?"
I'm just here to, just grab something to eat and.
Well, tell you what, it is very close to the first of the month. So how about I set you up for free tonight?
Okay.
And we'll count that as rent paid.
That works for me.
Alrighty, come on. Do you have any preferences? Male, female, both?
Doesn't matter to me.
Are you looking for companionship tonight, or are you just looking dine and dash?
It could go either way. I haven't really heard from my coterie tonight, so I guess I can deal with some companionship and.
Okay. He will lead you.
Preferably maybe a local that knows a bit about the area. If you know anyone who's been here for a while.
Yeah, hold on. 1 second. He's going to lead you to a lounge area where you can sit. And there's a few people in here, a couple of faces that you saw at the Elysium.
Anyone I recognize from going into my shop?
Not really anybody that you recognize from your shop. There's a few people that you don't recognize, and a couple people that you do. And he's gonna come back up to you with a folded leather book, and he's going to take a couple of what look like parchment sheets out from behind the plastic, and we'll just take those and hand you over the leather and not give you these. And what you have are biographies.
Okay.
Pictures of people with their name, where they're from, what their majors are in college,
See, I really
career
don't think
aspirations.
What I'm looking for is like anyone who's says they've been living in Portland for at least 5 years, or maybe they're a native, or I'm looking
Most
for a
of them
local.
say that they've been here for years.
Awesome.
Most of them say that.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and say that there's one with a local history major.
Hey, that will work. That goes right up with one of my touchstones. So,
Okay.
seeking knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah. Is this person available?
Yep. Everybody who's still in the book.
Okay.
I take the people out who are.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't normally do this.
This is a new thing for a lot of people. I completely understand.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
He'll actually. He'll step out of the room. And there's a lot of staring while you're in here.
Oh, I imagine. I'm the new Trevere. I imagine I'm getting a stink eye from a lot of people.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because this place kind of feels like a mini Elysium where no one's talking to anybody. It's a kind of an awkward Elysium. But within a couple of minutes, he walks back in with this guy who's the one you picked out. And
I'll stand up, reach out to shake his hand.
yeah, he's well dressed. He walks over, shakes your hand.
So
Hi.
you're a bit of a historian.
Yeah, Portland. It's an odd place.
It
So
really is.
lots to look in on.
Finding out a bit more about it as things go over here. I've actually just kind of been put in charge, but for this area. So I'd like to know a little bit more about the city, about the old town. I know about the Shanghai tunnels. I did a little bit of.
Well, thanks to the History Channel, I think everybody knows about the Shanghai tunnels.
Well, yeah. You see the picture of Billy Smith at the end of. Do you know Billy?
No, Billy Smith is. He looks back over to John. He's like, Billy Smith is Kindred. Yeah, he is. A good amount of the employees don't really know who the
Gotcha.
Kindred are. It's for their own
Okay,
safety.
sorry.
But you guys are free to talk about whatever you'd like. He leads you over to an area which is like, it's a small room with a table with like a booth seating around it. And he leaves you there, aside from the fact that in about 15-20 minutes someone is going to walk in with a meal for your meal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is like why they give you snacks and stuff before and after donating blood.
Yeah. That's effectively what's happening here.
You don't want
he
the
gets
person
fed
to
pretty
snacks.
much whatever he wants in
Yeah.
exchange for being food for you. And, yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably sit here and talk to him as long as he'll put up with it. And
You will sit there and listen and answer whatever questions as long as you want.
okay,
This is his job, and he can only do it once every few days. So
yeah, he'll probably be talking to him for a while, and he'll mention that he's running. My character will mention that he runs the local occult shop, right? A couple blocks down from here, and
okay, give me. Eventually, you're going to feed from him.
yeah,
How much do you plan on taking from him?
only the 1 point because I'm only two. I only have 200. 200 right now.
Okay.
And obviously, I don't want to. I don't want the person, dying out or passing out on me.
You go. Give me a roll. Just one. It doesn't matter. Cool. You are going to go ahead and gain a dyscrasia for the night. It's going to be phlegmatic. You're going to have a bonus dice in any aspects or dominate rolls that you make for the night.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and give yourself a temporary for the night streetwise dot also.
Okay.
Just because of things that you two have talked about for the evening. He knows where things are, and Fairman is going to get a text also from your mentor. It is going to say possible person of interest at this address, and she's just going to send you an address.
The reply text. I would want to know more, but I appreciate that there may be circumstances that compel discretion. I will look into this soon. Get in the car.
Okay.
Go zipping down to downtown. My convertible used Mini Cooper.
You've got a Mini Coupe?
Yes,
A convertible.
Oh God. Okay.
No comment.
You got a Banu Hakim with a midlife crisis. Anyway. All right. So are you heading down there, or?
I'm heading down there.
Okay. The first thing that you're going to notice when you get to this location.
Well, I mean, I'm going to park nearby somewhere
Okay.
and go take a look.
Okay. First thing that you're going to notice when you get to this location is a very nice, old-fashioned looking car with a ridiculous wrap on it. The wrap matches the sign that's on the building, which is Impaler Inc. It's a big, cartoony, well-made, but cartoony Dracula. Stakes, bats, all a classic vampire accoutrement.
So, clarification, downtown. This is not in our territory?
No, it's in your territory.
And this...
It's in the southwestern part of your territory.
And this hashtag masquerade breach.
Is it?
I don't know. It's pretty close, if not.
There's apparent club music playing. Bela Lugosi's Dead is what's really booming through the speakers on the outside. There are leather couches outside where people are just kind of lounging around, drinking. There are individuals walking around with name tags that say Renfield. It's a tattoo parlor called Impaler Inc.
And it just said person of interest and address. I see.
Yep. Can I get your? Can I get a intelligence and? What is it? I always forget. Intelligence plus insight roll. 2. Mm-hmm. The name seems vaguely familiar, but you're not really knowing where you're catching it from.
What name?
The Impaler Inc. It seems vaguely familiar. You may have crossed this place when it wasn't so busy. Maybe it's something flashy. There's little rubber bats, like hanging from the outside, like marquee cover. The front door is glass and shaped like a coffin.
If I'd known it was this kind of night, I wouldn't have freaking bothered with Blush of Life. Nice makeup, bro. No.
Let me help. That's the music that's pumping out of the speakers from outside. There's lots of motorcycles and stuff like that parked outside also. Possible Anarch hangout. People coming and going. There's like TVs in the window that have like old Hammer horror movies playing on them. The sign on the door that says 21 and up.
Well, at least they have standards. I'm going to duck back behind a corner, drop obfuscate, and walk obviously in.
Okay.
Does there seem to be a queue?
There seems to be chaos.
Okay.
When you walk in, obviously the music's a little louder. I'm not going to turn music up louder.
Please don't.
It's when you walk in, it's just blood red carpet, velvet seating everywhere. There's a cashier that sells like Dracula Pez dispensers and little like boxing glove puppets of nuns and Dracula.
That's awesome.
It's like they sell Dracula DVDs. You hear the recognizable sound of tattoo guns going in various booths all over the place. This is in fact a very active tattoo parlor. How was your hunger test earlier?
I'm at 2 now.
Cool. Why don't you go ahead and roll your willpower? Your current willpower. I don't think you've spent any. So.
Not yet.
3, you're absolutely fine, but there is an abundance of blood in this place.
Almost like they're stabbing people for a living.
You can hear it's more than a standard piercing or I mean, when you look around, like higher up, there's actually these glass press frames where you can like see it from both sides of like
taken skin with tattoos. Like
the shit that the Nazis did near World War II when they found Jews with tattoos on them.
kind of.
That's really fucked up.
People do that now.
This is what happens
though,
when you
like,
break a contract.
People do that now, like as a memory.
Oh, yeah,
grandma's gone, but we kept her tattoo.
Exactly.
Oh, I know, but that's a little different than
This place,
Either way, it seems a little more.
you can also see the photos on the wall of body modification in process. People who are being corseted and things like that on the walls all the way around. You're not in there for more than
normally
a minute. What?
Normally in places like this, I guess along with pictures of that kind of goes with it. Usually there's a bunch of pictures of various tattoos on the wall.
Yes.
And then I guess sometimes people being, whatever'd.
There are pictures of various tattoos on the walls. There are also pictures of various body modifications on the walls.
See.
And then there are also books.
Because that gives me something to browse through
Okay.
as I wander.
You are going to see an issue of Inked, which is a tattoo magazine, on the table that says
That's got them on the front
Impaler
cover,
Inc.
so, yeah.
And it now says over 150 locations throughout the United States, and an interview with Vlad Lugosi, the owner.
I'll pick that up, a little light reading.
But you will be approached within a couple minutes of being there. Is there anything we can help you? It's a individual who's dressed in a almost Victorian outfit that says Renfield on it. He's heavily tattooed and pierced.
Well, I was planning to browse around, but if you have anything along the line of that has moons,
Oh, we can do all kinds.
I know there's catalog books back here, but if you want to point me in the right direction,
love doing custom. Also, if you have anything on your mind.
I think that looking through what's on there might spark a little more creativity.
Sure. Here is
I'm going to allow myself to be led over in that direction.
he's going to take you over to where a bookshelf is.
with the magazine in hand.
He's going to lead you over to a bookshelf that says Nocturnal Creations on a sign, and it's volume 1 through volume 50, and they're leather bound books.
I could be here a while.
You could be if you decide to look through all of them. And they've all got A through B, they've all got things on there. It's moons, M's. The M's are down here.
To be honest, though, I can think of worse ways to spend my time. Like waxing my car.
The artwork that you see in these books is phenomenal, and there's actually kind of a longing of, you may not want to do this, but you also don't have the option to do this. Really.
Not in keeping.
Exactly. It seems like, regardless of whether or not you would want one or not, the fact that you would not be able to is heavy.
Anyway, I'm going to keep perusing. Eventually, I imagine Renfield here will get bored of waiting and go have to tell somebody else for a minute.
Oh, they're not staying with you.
Fantastic.
After they lead you to the books, they just say, let me know if you need anything. We're all around you. And just backs off.
And then
disappears
backed out of the room, making a low ooh noise to seem mysterious.
Disappears into the crowd, actually.
Blah, blah, blah.
Cool. That gives me a few minutes to look through the book, and then I'm going to get back to checking out the interview with Bela Lugosi.
He started in Chicago and has opened up Impaler Inks all over the country. He's had lots of requests to go into Europe, but has not made that jump as of yet. His recent place is in Portland, Oregon, and there's a whole photo display of what everything. This guy does not look human. He has so many body modifications. His ears have been elfed. He has piercings all over the place. His ears have also been conked, which is where they take out the inside right here. He's got his brows completely shaved.
Apparently, he
piercings.
thought that those ears were giving him too much wind resistance.
His eyes have been also tattooed different color, which is a thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's
Yeah.
got to be fucking hard to do.
Yeah, there's no feeling in your eyeballs actually.
Yeah, but you have to keep your eyes. You have to keep looking one direction while a needle comes at your eyeball.
Oh, they have like little clips and everything. It's great.
I've seen that.
Very, very Clockwork Orange.
His tongue is split. He's got the dragon tongue. So let's jump on back to you while you're reading the interview with Vlad Lugosi.
The interview with the dragon.
It's very interesting. He's dressed very similar to the way that his workers are dressed. And his workers have kind of like a Victorian punk thing going on. Like, it's not steampunk, but like there's a lot of like lace, leather, metal, things like that mixed in. It's interesting.